You don't feel lost because you are weak. You feel lost because you are aware that this life, this routine, this version of you is not the final one, and that awareness is both a gift and a burden, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can try to ignore it, scroll it away, laugh it away, sleep it away, but it comes back every single time. In quiet moments, in long nights, in random thoughts during the day, that same question rises again. What is my purpose? And the more you think about it, the more confusing it becomes, because nothing feels clear, nothing feels certain, and slowly you start believing something dangerous. Maybe you don't have a purpose. Maybe this is just life. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat, but deep inside, if something refuses to accept that, something inside you says, no, this can't be it. And that voice is not random. That voice is your truth trying to wake you up. Because here's the harsh reality. Most people are not living. They are existing. They are moving but not growing. They are busy but not progressing. And the scariest part is they don't even realize that years pass and they stay the same mindset, same habits, same excuses, until one day they look back and feel something heavy, regret. Not because they failed, but because they never tried. And you don't want that life. You don't want to be 40 Ophidiwa looking back and thinking, I had time and I wasted it. Because time is the only thing you can't get back. Money can return. Opportunities can return. Even relationships can come back. But time, once it's gone forever. And right now, you are spending it trying to figure things out in your head. But let me tell you something clearly, honestly, directly. You will never find your purpose just by thinking about it. Never. Because purpose is not an idea, it is a result of action, of movement, of trying, failing, learning, again and again. But you are stuck, not because you can't do it, but because you are waiting to feel ready, waiting to be sure, waiting for the perfect moment. But that moment doesn't exist, it never has, and it never will, because life doesn't reward waiting. It rewards action, even imperfect action, even messy action, even confused action. Because action creates clarity, and clarity creates direction, and direction leads to purpose. But if you stay still, everything stays unclear. And this is exactly where you are right now, stuck in your head, overthinking, doubting, hesitating, while life moves forward without you. And you feel it, that gap between where you are and where you could be. That gap hurts. Not physically, but emotionally. Because you know you are capable of more. You just don't know how to unlock it. And that confusion is draining you. You try to distract yourself, social media, videos, endless scrolling, but instead of feeling better, you feel worse. Because now you are not just confused, you are comparing. Comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, comparing your struggle to someone else's success, and that comparison kills your confidence. Because it makes you feel behind, like you missed something, like everyone else figured it out except you. But that's a lie, a dangerous lie, because what you don't see is their journey, their failures, their confusion, their struggle. You only see the result. And you expect yourself to have the same result without going through the process. And that expectation is what's keeping you stuck. Because instead of starting small, you are waiting for something big. Instead of taking one step, you are waiting for the full map. But life doesn't work like that. You don't get the full picture before you start. You get it after you move. And that is the shift you need. Not more thinking, more doing. Let me show you what that looks like. Imagine a person just like you. Same confusion, same doubts, same fear. He wants to find his purpose. He wants to do something meaningful. But every time he tries to start, his mind stops him. What if this is not it? What if I waste time? What if I fail? So he does nothing. Day after day, he stays in the same place until one day he gets tired, not physically, mentally. Tired of thinking, tired of waiting, tired of feeling stuck. And in that moment, he makes a decision. Not a perfect plan, just a simple decision. I will try something. That's it. No clarity, no guarantee, just action. He starts learning a skill, not because he knows it's his purpose, but because it interests him. At the beginning, it feels slow, it feels confusing, it feels pointless. But he continues, because for the first time, he is not waiting, he is moving. Weeks pass and something changes. Not his life, his mindset. He feels a little more confident, a little more focused, a little more alive, because action does that. It wakes you up. And slowly, he starts understanding himself better. What he enjoys, what he doesn't, what excites him, what drains him, and without realizing it, he is getting closer to clarity, closer to direction, closer to purpose. Not because he found it, but because he built it, step by step. And that is the truth. Purpose is not something hidden, waiting for you to discover it. It is something you create through your actions, through your consistency, through your willingness to try. And yes, you will choose wrong things, you will waste time, you will fail, but that is part of the process. Because every wrong step teaches you something right, and doing nothing teaches you nothing. So stop asking, what is my purpose? Start asking, what can I do today? Because that one question will change everything. It will move you from thinking to action, from confusion to clarity, from stuck to growth. And growth is where purpose lies in comfort, not in waiting, not in perfection, but in movement, in effort, in trying again, even when it's hard. And I know it's not easy. Starting is scary, uncertainty is uncomfortable, failure hurts. But you know what hurts more? Staying the same, knowing you could have done more, but you didn't, knowing you had potential, but you wasted it. That pain is permanent, because regret doesn't fade. It stays, and you carry it for the rest of your life. So choose your pain. The pain of effort or the pain of regret, because one leads to growth and the other leads to emptiness. And deep down, you already know what you want. You don't want an easy life. You want a meaningful life. A life where you wake up with direction, with purpose, with energy. And that life is possible, not for someone else, for you, but only if you take responsibility. Only if you stop waiting, only if you start acting right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because this moment, this exact moment is your opportunity to change everything, to stop being stuck, to stop being confused, to stop being average, and start becoming who you are meant to be. So take a deep breath and decide, are you going to stay here in the same place with the same thoughts, living the same life, or are you ready to move forward even without clarity? Because clarity will come, but only after action, always after action. And once you understand this, everything changes. Your mindset shifts, your life shifts, because now you are no longer waiting, you are creating. And that is where purpose begins. So don't wait for it, build it, step by step, day by day, action by action, until one day you look back and realize you are no longer lost, you are aligned, you are focused, you are living with purpose, and that feeling is worth everything, but it starts with one decision, today, right now. So don't ignore this moment, don't scroll past it, don't delay it, because this could be the moment that changes your life. If you let it, if you act on it, if you choose to become more, and if you are ready not just to feel motivated, but to actually transform your life, then stay connected, subscribe, because this is not just another video, this is your wake-up call.